This is the John Brown Alliance, where we don't fear, we fight. Once again, I feel myself having to educate people on how to address and attract black people to a movement. First of all, one white woman holding up a sign saying impeach Donald Trump does not a movement make. Second, the last thing you need to do as white people in America is tell black people what to do. As a mixed blood Native American, we are so tired of this. You can't skip over history and pretend that you care about us and then address us in the same way that white MAGA is doing it. Saying that we need to get out on the street because we live in the DMV, centered around Washington, D.C., because you have a protest plan. Did you think for one moment that maybe perhaps you were not focusing on the right target? 9 times out of 10, you're not. White people hone on a thing, and it's all about clickbait and how much people like me and all this. That's not how a movement works. A movement works when every single solitary thing that you think about and do during the course of your day is centered around the greater good of a people. If you want to get a lesson in that, and you don't have time to read books or get educated about Native American and black culture, then maybe you should watch The Walking Dead. The first episode, when the racial tensions were addressed. Because you have absolutely no idea what it takes to galvanize a black population. As far as we're concerned, as Native Americans, you caused this. You came in our country, you invaded it, you slaughtered our people, you put us on reservations, and then you put us in Indian schools. And then you pretended during my generation that we didn't exist anymore. Now you want to say we need to rise up and we need to get involved in your white politics, in your government, in the way you structured things and put our lives on the line for you. I appreciate white Americans who say on YouTube that they are standing up for Native Americans and black people. What I do not respect is people that get on YouTube that try and draw crowds on clickbait based on something that Donald Trump said, or you think he's going to do, or this is going to bring him down, and blah, 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 and impeachment. Because you know what? Whether Donald Trump gets impeached or not has no bearing on whether or not I live or die. It doesn't. So there's no hope for me. Because while your white ass is up there talking about this shit, the rest of us are sitting here suffering. We are day to day. I am a disabled person that has been filing since 2014. And I have yet to get any money for the disability that I paid into since I was 15 years old. And I have worked some of the most dangerous jobs on earth, to include electrician, iron worker, a deckhand on a boat. So don't sit here and tell me with your degree that I need to get out there and get my hands dirty. Motherfucker, I have been getting my hands dirty. And no one tells me what to choose and when. So if you decide you're going to focus on some media corporation or some Federalist Society or whatever, that's old news bullshit. What we are dealing with right now is way beyond that. This cancer has festered. So Fox News demonstrations, good on you. We need demonstrators out there. But the resistance is a multifaceted entity which can only exist through the cooperation of many people. None of us right now who look like me can get along without each other. But what we can get along without is people who invaded our country telling us what to do. So, what I will continue to support is a general strike, because I think these people involved in this general strike are the most organic of any type of resistance I've been involved with since the American Indian movement. So, now some of them don't agree with boycotting stores, but I did mention that the first general strike will occur on September 1st. Despite my opposition's thinking, black people brought down Target and Walmart. We didn't just protest for a few days. We protested for a long while. And now Target, at least, is asking for black people to stop these protests. But we're going to ramp it up. On September 1st, what we're calling for as the first part of the general strike is a boycott on Walmart, Target, McDonald's, Home Depot for letting people be apprehended on their private property, and any other entity that employs Latino labor. Second, and this is a good one, September 1st will be a day without immigrants. We are calling on all people with immigrant status to call out, call in sick, or not show up to work. Many of you are not doing that anyway out of fear for ICE. So, in every single solitary state, 50 states, do not show up to work. Now, I'm not asking you to not put in leave slips and all that kind of stuff. This is September 1st. So you have months to plan and put your money together for this. But day one is a boycott of businesses that placated to the DEI of the Trump administration. And a day without immigrants. All of you stay home. That's the best thing. Now we know that this general strike, everybody can't do everything every day for 5 or 6 or 7 days. But we're calling for a month of general strikes. And every day we're going to come up with a new theme. So September 2nd, is Back the Blue Day. On this day, we need TSA, pilots, people who run trains, people who work in metro systems, and anyone that does any kind of private security for any government entity to put in your leave slip and call in sick. That's September 7th. Shut it down. The only way to make the Trump administration and everyone associated with it is to make them suffer by not making us slaves. Like I said, this is not my first rodeo. If you do not give them your services, they don't exist. White, elite America cannot exist without people of color. You must join the general strike right now. Hashtag general strike. You must, on September 1st, don't go to any store. Boycott all of them. And all Latino workers that work in a grocery store or any type of retail need to stay at home. That also couples as an anti-ICE demonstration because they can't get you at your job. That's how that works. It's multifaceted. September 2nd, back the blue. Do the purge. If you are law enforcement, TSA, fire department, airline pilots, anyone in the service industry that can respond to any type of emergency needs to stay at home. Without you, America doesn't exist. September 1st, I will put aside as the purge because that will be the day, I think, Americans will take to the streets, stand up, and finally defend this democracy. If we can get enough people to stay at home on these days, and this worked before, I even spearheaded this thing, TSA sick out, quite a few years ago. Stay at home on that day. That's all you need to do. You don't have to have your face out there. You don't have to protest. You don't have to be implicated in anything. If you have leave, take leave. Or call in sick. Or quit if you don't agree. Walk the fuck out. You will get your job back. Because there is no way America can exist without you. So that's day 1 and 2. Day 3 is for the truckers. So stay tuned. This is the John Brown Alliance, where we don't fear, we fight. Let's get ready to rumble, man. General strike. This is going to happen. We need everybody to take part, and you need to spread this message. Starting September 1st, you have enough time to prepare. Please join us. But if you don't, we're going to do it alone. And we have thousands of people ready to join. Peace out.